Hello and welcome to this presentation about learning Arabic music. My name is Fawzi Jidan and I thank you for watching this presentation. As you browse through this website and another one called ArabicMusicForYou.com, you will discover that these two websites are packed with information about learning Arabic music. We also have one of the largest collection of classical and traditional Arabic music on the World Wide Web. This presentation is designed to give you all the examples, the theory and practice to learn and enjoy learning Arabic music. The presentation begins with an introduction and gives you a brief historical description about Arabic music, and also will mention all the resources that were used to give you this presentation. We are assuming that the reader is familiar with some aspects of music and music theory and knowledge of notations and rhythms. So we may begin this presentation by talking about the first half would be about maqamat, all of the Arabic maqamat used both in the Middle East and North Africa, and then the second half would be about musical forms. And these are the two main topics about really learning the fundamentals of Arabic music. Learning Arabic music maqamat. We have arbitrarily divided maqamat into 5 different categories. First one are maqamat that are common to Western scales, namely the major scale and the minor scales. The second one would be maqamat that can be played on Western instruments. Third one would be Eastern maqamat, or scales and modes, and these are the ones that have 3/4 tonal steps in their structure. The fourth category would be scales that have an African character, such as the pentatonic scale. And then the last one would be the combined maqamat. Combined maqamat are the ones you take the pentatonic scale and you combine it with Eastern scales and you have fairly new different maqam. Let's talk about maqamat that are compatible with the major and minor scales. The ones compatible with the major scale there are 3 main ones: maqam mahur, maqam ajam, and maqam jharka. These 3 are basically very similar but played on different keys. Then you have the minor compatible maqamat. Again, we have maqam nahawand, maqam busalik, and at times is known as maqam ashaq, the muhayyar sika, and also known as nahawand murasa, maqam farah faza, maqam sultan yaka, nawa athar, and nakriz. We have another group of maqamat. These are maqamat that you could play them on Western instruments or fretted instruments such as guitar or the piano. In other words, you could play them fairly well on all these instruments and still maintain the Eastern feel of the music. These are maqam kurd, maqam saga, or also known as saga, Iraqi maqam, Hijaz kar kurd, athar kurdi, saba kurdi, Hijaz kar, and maqam shad aban. And now we talk about the Eastern maqamat. We begin with the maqam rast and its varieties. And the varieties are maqam suznak, sazkar, nayruz, dalnishin, muhayya iraq, rast al-dhil, and al-maya. The last 2 maqams are mainly used in the North African Arabic music. The second one would be maqam bayati and its varieties. And these are the Turkish ashaq, maqam al-Husayn, maqam muhayyar, maqam bayati shuri, and maqam saba. Now these 2 maqams, rast and bayati, and their varieties, you could safely say that between 60 and 70% of Arabic music is composed on these 2 maqams. They tend to be quite popular. Of course, there are other maqamat too that are used, such as Hijaz and its varieties, such as Al-Hamayun and Shahnaz. Maqam Sika and varieties such as Huzam, Bustanikar, and Zangula, and the Andalusian heritage maqamat such as Al-Raml and Raml al-Maya. These are also used in Arabic music, but not to the same extent as the first two. Second half of the presentation is about the musical forms. And musical forms is again arbitrarily divided into three different categories. Improvised singing, such as the mawal. Improvised music, such as the taqsim on different musical instruments. Then the music composition, which is basically the basis of the composition of Arabic music. And the categories are the Nauba, and this is used in Arab North Africa. The Wasla, which is used in the Arab Middle East. The Fasil, used in Turkish music. The Shish Maqam, which is used in Central Asia. And then the Muwashah, and the Muwashah is basically used in both the Middle East and North Africa. The Bashraf, the Sama'i, Tahmila, and Longa. These last three forms are basically the evolution of Turkish music into Arabic music between the 17th, 18th, and 19th century, and evolved into Arabic music in the 20th century. We also have additional musical forms such as Adwar and Qudud. These two names are really the plurals of Dawr and Qad. And of course, the last one is the modern musical forms. We're going to make it very easy for you to learn Arabic music. In a little while we will show you a slide and we'll show you what the presentation is all about in details. It's going to have text description with audio examples. It has audio visual slides. It has full audio examples and samples, and also some video examples. As we said that we will make learning Arabic music easy for you, and we will. Here's a typical web page describing Maqam Rast. Over here you see the textual description of the maqam, and as you read about the maqam you could listen to the samples such as that's the lower tetrachord of Maqam Rast, and then below it you see the Maqam Rast scales. Maqam Rast ascending and Maqam Rast descending. You will see the difference between the two. Here you have examples of what the maqam sounds like on a different instrument, on the violin for example. On the oud. Or on the piano, for example. And of course, on the bottom here, you have the full examples of pieces of music, classical or traditional, that is composed on the Rast Maqam. A good one here is Bashraf Rast by Tatius Effendi. And on the right hand side, if you want to see the audio visual, here's a slide presentation of Maqam Rust. Basically, it's the same material, the textual material and the audio examples. Here is a dulab and the Rust Maqam. Maqam Rust and varieties. We begin with Maqam Rust. The Rust Maqam is considered the most popular and important Maqam in the Arab East. It has a Rust tetrachord on Do, and another Rust tetrachord on Sol, and a third Rust on C2, or the upper C. The foregoing progression is for ascending the Rust Maqam. However, upon descending, its second tetrachord becomes a Nahawan tetrachord on Sol. This arrangement includes a 30% lower. And of course, we also have the Rust varieties such as Maqam Shiznak, Maqam Sazkar, Nairuz, and so on. They all have examples, they have the scale, and they have the audio-visual slide presentation. Thank you all for watching this brief presentation about learning Arabic music. I hope you will have a chance to go through that website where we have more details about this presentation. It's called arabicmusicforyou.com. Also, I hope you'll have a chance of browsing through the several websites that we have about classical and traditional Arabic music, such as classicalarabicmusic.com, traditionalarabicmusic.com, arabicmusicvideos1.com, and our latest one on the web is Arabic Music Archives. There you're going to find hundreds and hundreds of MP3 recordings of classical and traditional Arabic music. I thank you again. May God bless you all and have a great day. Thanks.